If you can believe it, you can achieve it. Bullshit. What's up, y'all? Welcome to McFly's Kitchen. I'm gonna have a seat today, man. Chill with y'all today. Oh, man. Been such a beautiful day. I enjoyed today. It's been a real blessed day. You know what I'm saying? Got a little work in. You know what I mean? Woke up this morning. I woke up this morning, YouTube. It's a lovely day. You know what I mean? We're alive and we well. You know what I mean? And the ones that are not alive and well, y'all gonna be just fine. You know, prayers go out to y'all for strength and health. But, you know, a lot of people say you can believe it. If you believe it, you can achieve it. But they forget about one thing. They forget about work. You know what I'm saying? And then they forget about, a lot of people, they dream too damn big. You know what I mean? And what I'm trying to say is, you ain't finna be 105 years old and decide that I'm finna be a world-class Olympic swimmer. Like I say, a lot of people, they, think outside their range. I'm just giving a prime example. But like I'm saying, though, you know what I'm saying? What you have to do is be the best that you can be. Do the best that you can. You know what I'm saying? Do the best that you can and work with what you got and be better than you was yesterday. That's all it is. That's all it takes, just to be better than what you was yesterday. It's no big deal. You know what I mean? A lot of people, they take things a lot, like, way too seriously. You ain't finna jump off a cliff and just grow wings. Hell no. You know what I'm saying? If a person tried to do that, they only done it one time. And that was it. And they didn't live to tell the story. If they did, they probably somewhere around here fucked up. But like I was saying, you know what I mean? You can't, do everything. You know what I mean? Everybody got a calling on their life, and everybody got a destiny to fulfill. And you can be what you want to be. You can, but it's gonna take a hell of a lot of work. It's gonna take more than what you expect. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, y'all. But you know what I'm saying? It's just that, just do what you can and work with what you got and be better than you was yesterday. Improve yourself better than you improve yourself today. Do more the next day than you did the day before. Shit like that. You know what I mean? You can improve your skills and just master your craft. Whatever you're good at, master that. Whatever you're weak at, work on it. Work on your weaknesses. A lot of people, they like to, get down and go hard on their strength. Ain't nothing wrong with working on your strength. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing wrong with working on your strengths and stuff like that. But you gotta, work on the weaknesses too. Work on what you're afraid of. Work on what you don't want to do. That's the best thing smoking YouTube, and that's gonna improve. You know what I'm saying? Your whole life and your way of thinking and your train of thought. That's gonna, give you. It's gonna give you self-improvement. It's gonna give you encouragement. It's gonna give you more confidence. You know what I'm saying, YouTube? How y'all been doing today? I hope everything all well. You know what I mean? Back with Cooling with McFly episode. I ain't. You know what? I ain't gonna even announce the episodes no more. I'm not gonna announce the episodes no more because I keep forgetting which episode it is, and then I gotta look back and say, oh, it's this episode. But we up there. You know what I'm saying? It might be 20. Ain't no telling. But I might got it right that time. But you know what I'm saying? If you can believe it, you can achieve it. You know what I mean? It sounds nice. It sounds hella nice. You know what I'm saying? You ain't finna win Mr. Olympia at the age of 16. Ain't no way in hell. You can, but it ain't happened yet. So maybe you can be the one that changed that life. Maybe you can be the one to change that. But what I'm saying is, a lot of people, they like to outthink and try to go far beyond the norm of trying to do something. You know what I'm saying? They try to go, like they say, all things are possible. That is true. All things are possible. But you can't walk from Earth to Mars. Nothing like that. Because a lot of people, they like to be, get real specific and be assholes and want to just, if I can do this, I'm going to try to do this. It'd be some off the wall stupid stuff. You know what I'm saying, YouTube? But I come to lay it down with y'all today. I come to holler at y'all today. I really ain't got nothing to talk about today, but I just wanted to drop something in y'all ear. You know what I mean? It's just, laziness and procrastination. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Those things right there, they sneaky. You know what I mean? They're real sneaky. And what I mean by sneaky, it gives you every excuse in the book not to do what you want to do. You know what I mean? Not to do what you have to do. A lot of people find all the time in the world to do what they want to do, except do for what they need to do. Because I've done it before too. And I still do it sometimes. I get caught slipping because ain't nobody perfect. And it's not an excuse. Ain't nobody perfect, it's not an excuse. I'm human, this is not an excuse. You know what I'm saying? And we all lacking, and we all slacking, YouTube. We all got that laziness in us, we all got that procrastination in us. We all got that I don't want to do this in us, but it's just that what separates other people from the rest of them is just some people just go and kick ass anyway. Some people just do it anyway. You know what I mean? If you if you write down what you do, analyze what you do every day. You know, a lot of people, they just be on their phones all day long or be on the internet. It don't matter. Be playing the video game all day long. You know, just, it don't matter what it is. But they just do the same thing all day long, not knowing how much time they're wasting. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people waste time because I waste time too, YouTube. I done did it before and I be like, damn, I do that much wasting time. You know, that's why I really got off, I got off social media. You know what I mean? I really got off social media because first thing people do when they get up, they check their phone. They check their phone and want to look at their phone, see what's going on Facebook today. You know, see what's going on, see what people posting, see how can I let or go on YouTube. You know what I mean? But they forget all about what they're supposed to do. You know, and some people, they'll get disciplined for a while and then they stop. You know, they'll get the ball rolling, they'll get the ball rolling, but then they'll stop. And once you stop and forget about it, you be like, damn, you know, how did I fall off? It's easy to fall off YouTube. It's real easy to fall off. It's easy to slack up. It's easy to just, if you're going on a diet, it's easy to slip up on that. You know what I mean? A lot of people, you know, it ain't pointing the finger. It ain't, you know what I'm saying? It ain't telling you that, you know, you're a piece of shit or nothing like that. It's just that everybody slips up. And what you got to do, you got to keep that disciplined blade, you got to keep it sharp. And how you keep it sharp, okay, you can't just have a gun and be a perfect shot and not wait a year later and think you're going to be the same shot. You know what I'm saying? You think you're going to be that same, you're going to make the same perfect shot. You ain't going to be excellent like that all the time unless you do the same thing every day. Like a lot of people work out and stuff like that. You know, when they stop, it's like when you notice when you stop doing stuff, you get a little rusty. And that's what happens when you get a little rusty, you get lazy. And then when you get lazy, you be like, oh, I just put it off. And then you keep putting it off. Next thing you know, a few days done went by. Then a week done went by. Then months done went by. And then that's how it happened. And then the longer you wait, the harder it is to get back on track. The harder it is to get back on track. You know, it ain't no different with praying or reading the Bible. Whatever you do, whatever you need to do to better yourself, or whatever you discipline to do, or whatever you're supposed to do, or what you have to do, some people do get it done, and they get it done on their own time. You know what I'm saying? But it's easy to slip and it's easy to fall off, YouTube. It's real easy to slip. For real. Man, I've been trying to eat right for a long time. You know, I still do. I get good. I eat right. I mostly cook my food. You know what I'm saying? But it's just at one point in time, I started going out to eat a lot. And, you know, like I just go get some, you know, just you know, get something real quick. Or, you know, I ain't got time, so I'm just going ahead and just pick something up real quick, you know, something simple. Next thing I know, I've been eating out shit. It was like damn near about a month. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I ain't cooked in a minute, you know. It's easy to fall off, and then, you know, time flies so fast, you know. And that's the one thing that, you know, I want to talk about is time. Time is relentless, and it don't let up, YouTube. It don't let up because, you know, time can go by so fast. Like, well, I don't know how old you is. You know, I don't know what age you at right now, but if you young or something like that, you can be in your 20s or you can be in your 30s. But tomorrow, you can be 40 years old and wondering what the hell happened with time. Time goes by real quick. Time goes by so fast. You know what I mean? When they say life is short, it is, because time, it just creeps up on you. You know, time flies when you're having fun, and time flies when you're relaxing. You know, time flies when something needs to be done and you don't think about it. You know what I mean? And you be like, oh, I'm going to do it this day, or I'm going to do it that day. Next thing you know, it can be weeks down the road. You be like, damn, I should have been done that. You know, you ain't never just did that. You know what I mean? It's just like a kid in school. You know, their homework due next week. They got a book report due next week. They're like, well, I get to it like Tuesday or Wednesday. And then by the time Tuesday and Wednesday come, something else pop on your mind. Be like, oh, I'm going to just go ahead and do this right here. Then I'm going to do the book report. Next thing you know, the next week they came around and ain't nothing done. Time is nobody's friend, ladies and gentlemen. Time is nobody's friend. You know what I mean? But it's just like discipline and time. Those things right there, they are real crucial. Discipline, like when you just got to do it when you don't want to do it, you got to do your best work on the days you don't feel like doing nothing. And this sucks too. It's hard. It's real hard, YouTube. You know what I mean? But we are able to do so. We are able, all people, you know what I'm saying, all men are created equal. We are. Some just work harder than others. You know what I'm saying? You know, and everybody's different. Everybody's not the same. And what I mean, everybody ain't the same. You know what I'm saying? You might like cooking. Another person might like, doing something else. Another person might want to be a chef. Another person might want to be a doctor. Another person might want to be a lawyer. You know what I mean? But whatever you want to do, you got to just stay on it. You got to stay on it. And you got to master whatever you want to do. And you got to do it so tough that people going to think you crazy. You got to do it so tough, and you got to master that craft, and you got to focus on it so tough, people going to think you crazy. But by the time you get obsessed with doing it, then everybody going to be looking at you like, that's the person that's the best right there. That's the person you need to go to. That's the person you need to holler at. Because you done mastered your craft so tough, ain't nobody going to be able to touch you. It ain't no competition. You know what I mean? It ain't going to be no competition. If you keep doing what you're doing and you do it well, just do it to the best of your ability. That's for real, YouTube. Because it ain't no different than, playing basketball. When Kobe Bryant, RIP, to the Black Mamba, when he was playing basketball, they said dude just shot in the gym during the summer. He just shot every day, just played ball every day, even when it wasn't basketball season. People probably thought he was obsessed or he was insane. Jordan did the same thing. A lot of people just did the same thing with what they love to do. You know what I mean? But sometimes you got to do the things you hate to do to master the things that you love to do. A lot of people like to play basketball, but you got to work out. You got to practice. You probably hate practicing. You probably hate working out, but that's what's going to make you better. You know what I mean? And just like some people, they love to cook, but they hate washing dishes. You got to wash the damn dishes, man. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no difference. You know what I mean? You just got to stay disciplined and do the things you hate to do. That's why I say you got to do the things you hate to do to be where you want to be. And Lord knows it's tough too. Life is not easy. Life is, everybody have it hard. You have it hard in a different person than a different person do. Everybody got it hard in different conditions. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, what separates people from, the best people is some people, they'll get hurt or, their ego will get the best of them and then they want to give up, or you did this wrong and you messed up on this and they feel like they're not worth doing it no more. Their self-esteem and their confidence will drop for what they hear or, it'll drop from negative output. You know what I'm saying? People give them negative output and stuff like that, and their confidence will drop. And then they just want to quit, and they don't want to do it no more. But if you really want to do it, you just got to keep going, YouTube. It don't matter what you're doing. You know what I mean? If you're a porn star, you got to keep stroking. Feel me? You know what I'm saying? If you're a chef, you got to keep cooking. You're a ball player, you got to keep hooping. You know what I mean? You're a swimmer, you got to keep swimming. That's all it is. You want to be a pastor and stuff, you got to stay close to God, but all of us need to stay close to God, no matter, regardless of the point. It's just like, praying and stuff like that. A lot of people, they might not feel like doing it. They might not like, man, prayer is boring and, reading the Bible is boring and stuff. Sometimes you got to make yourself do the things you don't want to do. Because if you keep feeding into it and if you keep doing it, you're going to get attached to it. You're going to get attached to it. You know what I mean? It can be the Bible, it can be whatever. But if you keep doing something, if you keep playing with something, if you keep playing a video game, you're going to get attached to that game and you're going to want to go to the next level. It ain't no difference. If you keep doing it, you're going to get attached to it. That's all it is. It's just like a relationship. If you hang with a person long enough, some people, they get attached to them. You know what I mean? Some people like, oh, I'm a player, I'll leave. I ain't got no feelings. Shut up. We ain't talking about that right now. What I'm saying, though, like, if you could believe it, you could achieve it. That is true to a certain extent. Just don't go overboard with it. You know what I mean? If you can believe it, just do the best you can. All you got to do is just be better than you was yesterday. Work harder than you did. Work a little bit harder than you did yesterday. How can I, make myself better? You know what I mean? And just keep doing it. That's what I do, YouTube. I try to do it every day, every single day. You know what? I slip too. I mess up all the time. I fail all the time. I fail at damn near every other day. I sure do. I fail at everything that I do mostly. I'm clumsy too. I'm flicked. I can't get stuff right. You know what I mean? Sometimes I get frustrated as hell. Sometimes I be wanting to give up too. I be wanting to just throw everything out the window, man. I do. But I don't stop. I be wanting to. I be wanting to stop. In your mind, it always want to pick the easiest route. It always want to just give you a way out. You know what I mean? It always just want to just give you some kind of comfortable zone where you don't have to do it. And you gotta ignore all this shit. You gotta ignore everything that's going on in your mind and just focus on that task. I was watching the Michael Jordan thing, The Last Dance. You know what I mean? He went one point in time. I think what they were playing, they was like, I think they were playing quarters or something like that. He just wanted to be the best at everything that he was doing at that moment. You know what I mean? He wanted to be the best at that thing that he was doing right at that moment, playing chess and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Well, this wasn't Michael Jordan, but one guy, he was playing chess. You know, he wanted to be the best at it. You know what I mean? Like when Michael Jordan was playing them quarters, they had a championship game and all that, but he wasn't thinking about the championship game right now because he wasn't at that game. He was right there playing quarters, just having fun, you know what I'm saying, just betting money with this guy. But he wanted to be the best at what he was doing right now. He was focused on right now. You know what I mean? Because when you focused on a whole bunch of shit, when you focus on a lot of things, your brain will get cluttered, you'll get confused, then you'll get stressed out. You'll be like, man, I gotta do all this shit. I don't even want to do it no more. And then it makes you want to give up and it makes you want to quit. So really, you gotta just take one task at a time, take it one step at a time, and master what you got going on in the present right then and there. Take care of that, focus on that one thing, and then you move to the next. Take your time and move to the next. All you gotta do is just be the best that you can do at that certain time. Be the best that you can do what you're doing right now. Be the best at it. Do the best you can. You know what I mean? And it's not about just being the best, being in competition with others, but do the best that you can at what you're doing. And if you do the best at what you can, if you do the best that you can at what you're doing, I'm trying to get it right because I'm messing up on speaking right now, YouTube. I'm messing up on speaking. But if you do the best that you can at what you're doing right now, just do the best that you can. And that's how you get better. Just keep doing the best. It don't matter if it sucks. It don't matter if, you know what I'm saying, if you did a bad job. Somebody else might say you did a bad job, but the person that said that you did that bad job probably can't even do what you did at that moment. Everybody want to talk. Don't worry about what people say about you, but it's kind of difficult because a lot of people worry about, you know what I'm saying, how other people feel about it. And it's kind of hard to just block things out your mind. You know what I mean? It really is. It's difficult. People say it all the time. Don't worry about what other people think. Don't worry about what other people think. But you're going to think it. And you're going to worry about it too. You know? You're going to worry about it. You're going to think it. Because it's just what it is. But it is hard, but it's just something that we almost do not worry about what people think, because if you worry about what another people think, you're really giving them confirmation on how you should live your life. You know what I'm saying? You saying, is it okay if I do this? Will people like me if I do this? You know, will people understand me if I do this? No, you got to get to a point where people don't even understand you, and you're gonna be so glad that they don't. You know what I mean? Because they're not on your level, they can't touch you. You know what I mean? They can't get close to you. They can't resonate with you. You know, they don't understand you. And you should be so glad that they don't understand you. Whatever you're good at doing, if you're good at playing video games, do it. I don't care what it is. Whatever you're good at, do it. If you're good at cutting grass, do it. Just do it. That's all. It don't matter what you like to do. A lot of people don't want to do what they want to do because they're so focused on how other people feel about their dreams and stuff like that. It's your dream. It's your life. It's your purpose. It's your calling. It's what you want to do. It's what you want to do. You know what I mean? I couldn't think of nothing else, but it's just what you want to do, man. It's just what y'all want to do, YouTube. Man, it's been a beautiful, blessed day. I'm just chilling, you know what I'm saying? I just want to chop it up with y'all, just to let y'all know, don't worry about nothing. You know, focus on one task at a time. Master your craft. And the things that you are not good at, just take your time and do the best that you can. If you do the best that you can, and in your weak spots, they're going to become strong too. Just keep putting stress on your weak spots. They're going to grow. All right, YouTube? Love, peace, and hair grease. I wish the best for all of y'all. And no matter what y'all going through, God is still good. He's going to be still with y'all. You know what I mean? He wake you up every day. That means, hey, that's a sign that he ain't through with you yet. You know? And everybody that's talking negative on you, and everybody that's, you know what I'm saying, putting boo-boo on your name and whatever, you know what I'm saying, whatever they got going, and if it's negative towards you, don't worry about it. I know sometimes it's hard not to worry about it. I know sometimes it's hard, you know what I'm saying, because it aggravates you. You know what I mean? It's not that it's hard, but it aggravates you. Like, why they worried about me? You know, and stuff like that. You know, what this got to do with them? You know, don't worry about that. Just stay focused and just do one thing at a time and do the best that you can each and every step of the way. And I promise you're going to have a good day. All right? Y'all be cool. Love, peace, and hair grease. And I'll holler at you next week. I'm gone.